Fellow Xbox Live Sea of Thieves gaming community gamers. What is up, though? Okay, now, your boy just got over a sinus infection. Look, my body does this once a year. Every time it switches to this cold, because look, I'm from Cali, right? So I'm used to it being like 70, 75. When it stays around there, okay, that's cold enough for me. Anything under 70 degrees, okay, I'm in a blizzard. That's a problem, right? So anything under 70, I'm sorry, I can't handle it. My body just can't take it. I'm in a blizzard. Now, people say this is a dying game, okay? Oh, God, Sea of Thieves is dying. It's over. Nobody plays that anymore. No, stop saying that. I said that before. Stop saying that. Stop saying that because the popular bandits say that. Stop saying that because the Misfits had said it before. Not to mention the Misfits only stopped playing because of hit reg. And that's the only reason why they uninstalled the game. They didn't say they didn't like the game. It was just because of the hit reg. That's neither here nor there. That's it, right? But they never said initially that the game was boring and bad. Not to mention it has 15 million players still playing up to date. Not to mention the special cosmetics and things you can get over the holiday season and the stuff that they have been dropping, doing the exclusive things in order to get the exclusive gears and weapons, right? And let's not talk about how it got the best ongoing game of the year 2019, PC game. That's how many people are involved in this, okay? The only thing that's dying is people reputations, okay? People that's really hasn't been that important lately. No, you're dead, okay? You hear the crickets? Yeah, that's you. Now, I'm done talking about this one guy that I'm going to leave this to you guys to figure this out. Now, he's attacking a lot of careers. I don't even want to say his name. His name is like Voldemort, okay, from Harry Potter. I don't even want to say the guy's name. Or let's say Beetlejuice, okay? And that's the only time I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it 2 more times because the guy will pop up. He doesn't know which career he wants to attack, right? He labeled himself the chief editor, the manager, the this, that, and the third. The guy now thinks he is a rapper. Problem. I can't help that. I can't help that at all. Okay? Now, I'm not going to reply with no rap. I'm going to tell you guys that right now because I'm not a rapper. Okay, that's not what I signed up for. That's not what I came here for. Okay, like I'm dealing with a special character here, and I'm gonna let that special character live. Okay, now I'm gonna just leave it alone because Beetlejuice, okay, I'm gonna just read this off of what he's told to somebody. Okay, I can't say his name again. He has told this person that he knows he's awful at Sea of Thieves. But he's been really upset for over a year because Middle Peg Leg invited him into a Discord. There goes Middle again. Problem. And they trolled him hard for like 10 minutes. He said that was the day he decided to dedicate his life to trolling 12-year-olds. Problem. In order to hopefully make them all quit the game. Interesting. He can't really play Sea of Thieves at all properly. So he just uses other people's content, which is hilarious. Also, me, Knickknack, Spectre, and Yeehaw Spammy have alts Riot Magellan, Misfit Magellan, I can't remember what QRF stands for, problem. Magellan and Bandit Magellan. We 12 old Rabs on that, and Magellan was in a state of panic trying to figure out who the alts were. Dude was going into streams asking people if they have heard of us and who our mains are. Then we messaged him on one of the alts, trolling the dog crap out of him for weeks. Magellan also told me that he was supposed to meet with one of my baked angers in real life friends to conduct an interview on me. He never did it, but he 110% said he was planning on doing it when he had free time problem. Okay. That's just to let you guys know what type of person I'm dealing with here, okay? I'm not like, I'm done reporting with this guy. I can't do it no more. I'm going to let him pursue his rap career, and that's about it. One thing in particular I did want to talk about. This is very interesting to me. Clay, okay? We have a Glitch and Brian and a Logic collab, okay? Now, Glitch and Brian, I did get on his case about that montage, more immortality or whatever that was. I just thought it was a bad idea to add L&E in all day. I just thought that was the dumbest thing until this day. But let's not take away from his skills. Watching this montage right here, so the daytime shots, right? It's very, very awesome. It almost looks cartoonish, as like whatever graphic card he's using, or I don't know what you call that type of technology right there, but it's very, very sharp, very, very vivid, and it brings it to life. It almost looks like when Sea of Thieves does their little commercials to introduce another season. It looks very, very realistic and commercially. That's awesome. So him and Logic did a little collab, right? Okay, so this is very interesting to me because everybody thought Logic was done playing, right? All that grinding, those 8,000 plus hours problem down the drain, flushed out, all due to Rocco, right? Remember that? But he's back. He's back, and he's been doing some other undercover grinding. This montage right here, I feel like was a very powerful statement. I really, really enjoyed it, okay? Kudos to you, Logic. Keep the grind going on a so-called dead game. I guarantee the fact that you just dropped this montage, right? A lot of these tip riders are going to change their opinion and all of a sudden start to feel like it's another reason to start playing again. Problem, okay? That's why I continue to stay the same. Never been a follower, always been the leader. Now, a lot of stuff has been happening lately, okay? People tried to say the blunder thumpers was dead. Somebody asked me what happened to Polo the other day. I said, you know what? I don't know what happened to him. Okay, last time I checked, he just wanted to be another one of the guys. Problem, okay? Only thing I know is what I'm doing. And right now, what I've been doing, I just laying back, chilling in the cuts, right? And I ran into some cats, right? Let's just call it, like I got blunder thumper clutch. Clutch hits me up. Xbox player, right? He said, bro, I don't even know why you deal with the PC players. He said, I knocked half of them off. I got clips. I'm clipping some of the best of them, if not all of them. I said, yeah? He said, word. He said, I'll hold the blunder thumper thing down. You ain't got nothing to worry about. Chaos loyalty over here. You have nothing to worry about. I'm going to hold this down as long as we keep pushing it. So I said, go ahead, bro. I'm going to give you the floor. I'm going to let you run the whole situation. I knew my team, my crew, was never going to die. That's why I said I was going to stand alone regardless of whoever left. And that's what you have to do. You have to stand on your own 2 feet. Problem. So we got some blunder thumpers out there, and right now they're undercover. I'm going to drop the full list soon, but right now I'm going to just let y'all know Clutch is out there and he's on the prowl. I'm very proud of this guy. I'm happy. I'm not going to lie. I'm happy. I haven't been this happy in a while. I'm pretty happy about this. For somebody to hit me up and still want to continue the legacy, man. Most valuable pirate of the year. Problem. What's also been happening, okay? I want to talk about this guy because he's been getting really upset lately. Okay? But I found out some stuff, buddy. And I'm about to let the people know. So this is how I want to kick this off, okay? Now this is a message just shared between Sloth and Durango. How I got this? Don't worry about it, but I got it. Now, Sloth says, okay, I just watched the video and Bathanger is retarded. Durango says, so what happened, bro? Sloth says, I don't even know what this man is talking about. Durango says, I am fairly positive Tribes was the one who did something. Now, he had an argument with Utmost, and Baby cried and left all servers. Sloth said Bay's a retard and is pulling crap out of his anus. Problem. Sloth is right. In fact, I'm sad I even said his name. See, now I had Sloth and Tribes mixed up. You guys want the real story? Here's the real story, and this is how it goes. Tribes is Middle's right-hand man. Was Middle's right-hand man in his head. Now, he likes Middle a lot. He fanboys out so hard for Middle. Like, I wouldn't even be surprised if this guy, Tribes, would drink Middle's bathwater, okay? I'm serious. That's how deep this gets. Now, Tribes was the one behind the whole cancel Baythangers YouTube thing. Let me recruit all these guys, get them inside of this Discord. Middle knew nothing about this, right? But Middle had said a statement one time as far as, I don't care what Baythanger says. He can say whatever he wants. I'm done with the guy, right? Because he got kind of frustrated with me about some information that I got put out. Plane, flying to the house him, plane, problem. Anyway, that got back to Tribes. Tribes goes and builds up his own camp of people, right? He did this without Middle's permission. Middle did not tell him to do this. But he said, you know what? Baythanger made my Middle mad. So now I'm going to seek revenge and I'm going to get rid of the guy. Because he don't make my Middle, not my Middle. You don't make my Middle mad. I'm going to get rid of Baythanger. I'm going to make Middle happy. That's when he goes and gets the rest of the irrelevant Conquest members, right? A lot of them are followers. None of them are leaders, right? He gets his whole organization up in there. Imagine this. He called it the Round Table. Can you imagine? The Round Table. Yeah, way to be original, Betty. So he gets all these members in there, right? He discusses, he lays it all out on the map, right? Plans it all out, right? He says, hey, we're going to get Baythanger, we're going to get him out of here. I don't know how we're going to do it, when we're going to do it, but we're going to get him out of here. I want you guys to try to DOS this guy at all costs, which kind of made sense to me. I was getting, for a point, one particular moment, I was getting random friend requests, messages on Discord, right? Let me tell you how hard this guy Tribes was going. What he was trying to do was, I was getting random requests on Discord from females with pictures of their Discord being a girl. Also on Xbox, right? But I think he tried to play me, right? Because these look like TikTok girls. They didn't look like they were close to even being 18. Problem. He was kind of trying to build some type of weird case like that. I think the guy wanted me to be some type of pervert. Problem. This is the lengths he was going to try to get rid of me, right? I'm not making this up. Fast forward to when I was telling you guys last time, right? When the guy invited me to the Discord, right? And him and Utmost was in there. So I think what they were trying to do is, hey, we're going to race bait him. We're going to say all this racist stuff to try to flush him out, because all we need him to do is say something very derogatory and racist towards white people. But you can't play Baythanger, okay? Okay? I'm too multicultural. I love everybody, bro, right? And I'm not dumb enough to fall in for a trap, but I'm smart enough to know it's stupid people in every single race. Problem. So that didn't work neither, right? But it all backfired on him, right? His big brain plan, and Middle had found out, and that is when he went into suicidal mode. But don't let me tell the story. I'm going to read it out because this is what was sent to me. He says, so Tribes invited you to a server where they were supposed to clown on you. And that made Middle mad, and Middle lost respect for Tribes. So Tribes went in suicidal mode. Problem. And he deleted his Discord account, further proving my point that he is a D writer, as I mentioned before. And inviting you to the server to clown on you proves the part where I mentioned that Conquest is pretty much a cancel culture. Now he's back. And he's back to simping for Middle again. What Conquest does is, remember, I want you guys to pay attention to these type of moves that they try to be well thought out and they try to calculate, but they don't execute very well. So what they try to do is say one Conquest member has a problem with one in particular person, right? Let's just say Middle's around. They're going to try to coach Middle into not liking them. This is another reason why the bandits cannot solidly be strong together as a crew. This is what I be trying to teach y'all about crews. If you don't have a backbone to stand on, or let alone stand up straight, don't even start a crew in the first place. Because if you can't stand on your own 2 feet and keep your back straight up on your backbone, what's the use of even having a crew? So Middle will have these conquest guys, and these conquest guys, if you join their Discord and if they point out somebody, let's just say they don't like Dan Durango, for example. They're going to do everything in their power to focus all the energy on Dan to get him disbanded from the Discord, right? This is what Conquest does. That's why I say they're always been irrelevant. But I'm talking about them right now because I'm talking about tribes. So, now that Middle is back, you have Tribes show back up. And now he's back in love with Middle again. And he's trying to do anything to make it up to him. But then, bam, here comes the other update. Guess who just had a fallout? These are how sensitive these guys are. Napalm asked one of the Conquest members for Tribe's Discord name. The Conquest member says Utmost had an argument or something with him and Tribe's baby cried away. Napalm just laughed. So once him and Utmost got into it, not to mention these are the same guys that invited me to the Discord together. They were buddy-buddy when they were trying to get me to have a race reaction or a race war, right? But the moment they start arguing together, there goes Tribes crying off one again. You were real tough when you invited me to that Discord to clown on me, kid, right? But it seems like whenever Middle doesn't want to talk to you or Utmost yells or screams at you in a Discord, you go run off and cry and delete all your stuff off of Discord yet again. This is why I'm tired of dealing with you guys, right? Like you're not popular and then you come around saying that this game is dead. Why don't you guys just leave the seas? Okay? Just leave the seas. That's kind of more or less likely what happened, and that is the official story. Sloth is not important. Sloth is very slow to this information, hence the name Sloth, right? Took him a long time to respond to what happened. Took him a long time to watch my videos. Took him a long time to gather all this information together. The guy's very slow. That's a problem. So that's the most updated and current thing about that whole situation right there. The reason why you haven't seen Tribes lately is because his feelings is hurt. Okay? He tried to show back up because he heard Middle had came back. He tried to save grace. He tried to switch everything, right? I guess he went to the AA race rehabilitation rehab center, and he was going to let Middle know. And then Utmost wasn't too happy about that. Utmost screamed on him, and then he left again. Okay? R.I.P. to Tribes. Now, there's one person out here, like I told you guys before, he's now switched to PC, right? Remember, he had a reputation on Xbox for being really, really bad, and whenever somebody was really, really good, he would swear they were always cheating, right? So he said, you know what, if you can't beat him, I'm gonna go join him. Ruler goes and gets a PC. And yes, you guessed it. He's out here now claiming, with him being just as bad as he was on Xbox, now on PC, if you beat him, guess what? You're cheating. You think I'm lying? Here goes the footage. What is he saying right there? Yes, okay? Ruler, quit the game. Everybody in Conquest quit. Let the legendary gamers who really enjoy this game enjoy the game, right? If you guys just want to be a part of the Discords, come around, shoot the crap, start a little drama, talk a little bit, do that. Okay, but don't try to diss our game. We love our game. Look at Logic. Logic's back. Glitch and Breen's still editing, right? Problem? We're still making moves out here. We're still making history. This is a new year, new problems. All right? It's this Discord I want to highlight real quick and tell you guys all about right here. This is getting real around here, okay? It's getting really real. Now, this Discord right here, what they call this Discord the Delta Visuals. Now, somebody just recently had a battle. And now, I'm not going to choose and say who I think won, okay? I watched both montages, and I gave my breakdown on who won last time when this battles went down, right? But I don't want to give my opinion. Now, the thing about this whole situation is I feel like people are scared to say who really won in the comments. They'll say it amongst each other in Discord, but let's just say right now I throw these two videos up, right? And I ask you guys, who won? Was it Nikki Visky or was it Cynical? Why don't y'all just man up and say who do y'all feel like won in the comments? Are you guys scared if you say that Cynical One Nikki Visky's going to reply and give you guys the business in the comments? Or are you going to be scared if you guys say Nikki Visky won and then Cynical gives you problems in the guys' comments? It's getting real gritty inside of that Discord, the Delta Visuals. And I like that a lot because it's like some new competition. Who's the better editor, right? Because that when it comes to real skill and real talent, when it comes to who can really put this out. Now, Glitch and Brain, if I'm saying the name right, problem. I did not like the immortalized. I never said your editing skills was bad. I just didn't like the decision. Now, you could clearly tell that you took your time on that logic montage. You could tell you took your time. You could see it as clear as day. That L&E all day montage, it was rushed. It was just a little over-exaggerated, I tried to go back and watch it, because you got to let stuff marinate. You got to let your brain adjust and all that. The eyes, you take the information through your eyes, goes to your brain got to register. You go back and watch it again. You see stuff different. It was some cool parts in there, awesome. But if you compare that montage and you look at Logic's montage and you look at the crispy, vivid sharpness of what you see in Logic's montage, people, if they're being honest, they're going to clearly tell you what took more time, what you focused more on, how much passion you had behind both of those montages. It's a new year, new problems, people. And I know y'all want me to leave, but I'm not going anywhere soon. Not to mention the blunder thumpers. Somebody's hit me up and told me that they're going to keep the blunder thumpers movement moving forward. Problem? If y'all ain't seen me on the Sea of Thieves lately, y'all gonna see me soon. Speaking of New Year's, new problems, now check this out, okay? Look, this is how the Sea Gods work for me now. I was getting ready to close out this video, but I just couldn't help but to share what I had recently received. Now, this is some hilarious stuff, and it just got funnier to me, okay? Now, Jay Will. I've been seeing Jay Will amongst the Discord every now and then. The guy watches my videos. I got nothing against him, okay? Seems like a pretty cool kid, okay? Now, little to my be known, him and Akuchi have been beefing, right? Hasn't really been no serious beef. Akuchi says he put up his final montage. He said Jay Will knew he was putting up his final montage. Jay Will has crewmates or friends that like Akuchi. So, in the process of him letting Jay Will know, hey, I'm getting ready to make my final montage. I'm done with Sea of Thieves. Jay Will goes back and tells his crew that Akuchi is dodging him. That's why he's making his final montage on Sea of Thieves, right? Tries to ruin the guy's reputation, right? So Jay Will, that was his story. He was going to stick to it to let people know he was the better player. Now, this is when you reap what you sow, and this when it comes back and haunts you and bites you in the butt. Now, Akuchi doesn't really play Cold War, but once he found out that Jay Will had it, he said, hey, why don't we just do a 1v1, snipe battle, right? Jay Will had no idea that Akuchi was going to be capturing this, right? And would be putting the footage out. This whole situation right here is bad, okay? Now, imagine being Jay Will, and you're telling all your friends and everybody that this guy was dodging you a Sea of Thieves to only then get caught on Cold War, getting dropped off. He's getting clipped and clapped constantly. The guy Akuchi disrespected him so bad, he even shows you from his point of view, from Jay Will's point of view, how he was missing every shot. This is so bad because, he was talking all this mess, saying how he dodged the Sea of Thieves. And then you go to Cold War to only get the real life footage of you just losing in a 1v1 match with snipes, not even connecting, let alone any shots. This is embarrassment. This is really, really bad. And this could ruin somebody's reputation right here, right? Because he really thought he caught Akuchi slipping, but it all came back and backfired, right? He was piping up so hard. It's just, just look at this, right? And then so once it got back to where Akuchi was telling everybody, I just beat the guy, just embarrassed him. He started writing on Discord telling people he won. He really won. He won, right? but he didn't know Akuchi had the footage. Problem. So then he was so embarrassed at this point, right? He got to asking, Akuchi, what rank are you? What level are you? What level are you? Because the beating was so bad. Problem. Jay Will, you really have to be careful when you call people out or when you pipe up, and don't try to use somebody when they say they're going to do a final montage to then therefore go and say that they dodged you, to then go challenge them inside a Cold War, and then footage like this comes out, bro. You killed 2 careers in less than a day. Okay? Now, that right there is so funny to me, but it gets worse. It gets worse. This ain't even half of it. Check this out. The seas ain't safe, and I keep telling y'all this, but y'all don't want to take it serious, and y'all are not, and you guys are not listening. Somebody pissed Solo off, and they pissed him off bad, okay? Now, Dragon Slayer Lance contacts NAL. He tells NAL that Solo, right, is DDoSing. He tells him Solo Gallant is DDoSing. He gets Solo banned from the NAL, and guess what Solo does? Blaze slid into somebody's DM in. Blaze said, bro, you're not going to believe this. Yo. Now, you know when you hit somebody with yo, it's one thing to say, bro, but when you hit him with that, yo, problem, okay? You got some serious hot news you about to tell somebody. He says some cops just showed up to Dragon Slayer Lance's house saying they got a call about a black man armed, problem, trying to break into his house. They had their guns out yelling, LOL. He thinks Solo Gallant did it. Now, this is real life right here, okay? Because I'm going to tell you guys right now what you don't know that I know. Solo did do it, okay? Problem. He had the police at his house, and look, he used the trigger word, okay? He told him that a Negro had a gun and he was armed, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you right now, if you in a white neighborhood and you feel like the police ain't going to show up fast enough, if you let them know there's an armed Negro in your neighborhood, they're going to show up fast. Problem, okay? So, when they came and showed up to Dragon Slayer's house, I guess he was paranoid. He panicked because, he likes to smoke a little marijuana. He keeps some marijuana inside of the house. So he's thinking they're showing up because of that. He wouldn't bought a dub earlier. He just a little smoke just to get his jollies off. No problem. I mean, imagine sitting in your gaming chair, right? Eyes red, real low. You're smoking, you're having a good time. The high seas, right? Next thing you know, you get a knock on your door, right? Dude, who's that, right? You look out your window, you see police yelling at you, right? You're paranoid, your high is instantly gone. You gotta run real fast, you gotta put up your weed, right? You're paranoid than I don't know what, right? All because of some weed, but you're not knowing somebody, they think it is an armed black man in your house holding you hostage at this point, because they don't see him in the front of the yard. I thought snitches got stitches. But apparently snitches get 911 called up on them and showed up on their front door. The only difference between me and you, Lance, if this was to happen to me, okay, you got to live to tell the story. Until next time, people, the seas ain't safe. It's getting real out here.
But then now they've grown and they've gained a lot of respect from other crews, okay? They don't know I know this information. In fact, nobody wants this out. You know why I get this information, okay? I'm well respected around the seas. If you know my gamer tag, don't give it out. Because I can't help you. I'm going to deny it. I'm going to change my name. I'm trying to make the seas as safe as possible. If you give me out, you shut down everything. I'm gone. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I see any of these guys show up, anybody, okay? I'm gone.